I myself, Shwatlekha Palrakshi, I teach economics in Tribhuvan Tissue Vidyapith from class 9 to 12. Today we are going to discuss elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand is that chapter which is equally important for class 10 and 12 for all board appearing students for ICSE and ISC exam. Elasticity of demand. Before starting this chapter, we need to know what is demand. So, demand refers to the quantity of the commodity which the individual consumer willing and able to purchase at different or various possible prices during a given period of time. Now come to elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand means or refers the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity to a change of any of its determinants. There are three types of elasticity of demand: price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, and cross elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. It refers or it is defined as the degree of responsiveness to the quantity demanded of a commodity to a change in its price. Now we can define it in the ratio form also, that elasticity of demand equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Now degree of price elasticity of demand are 5 types. They are: number 1, perfectly inelastic; number 2, perfectly elastic; third one, unitary elastic; fourth, inelastic; fifth, elastic demand. Come to the point. First one, perfectly inelastic. In this figure, you can see that percentage change in quantity demanded is 0 and percentage change in prices are there. But quantity demanded, change in quantity demanded is 0. This means that if I put this in formula, then percentage change in quantity demanded is 0 by percentage change in price. So 0 by something is 0, EP equal to 0. But there is no this type of commodity is not exist in economy. Now, second one, perfectly elastic. This type of demand where percentage change in quantity demanded are there, but there is no change in price. So if I put this in formula, percentage change in quantity demanded are there. This means numerator is there, but denominator is 0. Percentage change in price is 0. So something by 0 is infinity, EP equal to infinity. Now come to the third figure, unitary elastic, where percentage change in price is equivalent to percentage change in quantity demanded. And if I put this in formula, percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to percentage change in price. So numerator of the fraction is equal to the denominator. Fraction value comes to 1. EP equal to 1. Now, point to be noted that this line is termed as rectangular hyperbola. This figure of the curve says that it is rectangular hyperbola. What is rectangular hyperbola? Rectangular hyperbola is that where each point of this on this curve shows the rectangle and shows the rectangle where in each point the definition and the total area of the rectangles at different points on the curve are same. Total area of the rectangles at different points are same. So the definition of rectangular hyperbola is at each point on this curve expresses unitary elasticity, and in each point the area of the rectangles of each point on this curve are same. So this curve is known as rectangular hyperbola. Now the fourth figure, that is inelastic. In this figure you can see that percentage change in price is greater than percentage change in quantity demanded. This means that if I put this in formula, percentage change in quantity demanded, this means numerator is lesser than the denominator, percentage change in price. So if numerator is lesser than the denominator, fraction value comes to less than 1, EP less than 1. Now the fifth one. Basically, these two types of elasticity or of demand are not exist in the economy. But the fifth one, elastic demand. Here you can notice that percentage change in price is less than percentage change in quantity demanded. Percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in price. So if I put this in formula of elasticity of demand, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So here you can see that percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in price. It means that numerator is greater than denominator. Automatically fraction value comes to greater than 1. This type of commodity you can find in economy. Suppose any commodity having close substitutes. Any commodity has multiple uses. So this type of commodity you can see elastic demand. There are some methods of measurements of elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand. Point elasticity and arc elasticity. Point elasticity, when price elasticity of demand we measure at a particular point on a demand curve, that is point elasticity. You can measure that is by the point method. In case of arc elasticity, when price elasticity of demand is measured in a finite range over a demand curve, over an arc on a demand curve. This type of these methods of measurement, total expenditure method as well as percentage method, all are the methods of measuring arc elasticity of demand. Now, the price, there are three types of measurement of price elasticity of demand. Number one, point method, total expenditure method, and percentage method. So now we will discuss the percentage method. What is percentage method? Percentage method is that the price elasticity of demand is measured by the ratio of the percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. This means that EP equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. EP equal to delta Q divided by Q divided by delta P by P into 100. Or you may write this one like this. So, delta Q by delta P into P by Q. This is the price elasticity of demand formula. Now, using point method. Point method says that EP equal to lower line segment of the point and divide by the upper line segment of the point. Lower line segment of the point divide by upper line segment of the point. Now, this is the point method. If we find that EP at the point R, formula says that lower line segment by upper line segment. So EP at the point R equal to BR RB by RA. RB by RA. Lower line segment RB by RA. RB by RA. You can say that RB is greater than RA, where RB is greater than RA. So this fraction value EP is greater than 1 as numerator is greater than denominator. At point R, EP is greater than 1. Now come to EP at point K. EP at point K. Lower line segment is KB. Upper line segment is KA. KA, where KB is less than KA. So the value is less than 1 as KB is less than KA. This means numerator is less than denominator. EP value at point K is less than 1. So using point method, we can find out the value of elasticity of demand at our chosen point R and K. Now the next one, price elasticity of demand at different points on a straight line demand curve. Price elasticity of demand at different points of the straight line demand curve. Okay, so price elasticity of demand at different points of the straight line demand curve. AB is a straight line demand curve. It intercepts y-axis at A point. It intercepts x-axis at B point. D is the midpoint of this AB demand curve. Now, if I consider A point, we know that the point, according to the point method, elasticity of demand is lower line segment divided by upper line segment. At point A, lower line segment is AB, divided by upper line segment is nothing, that is 0. So AB by 0 is equal to infinity. So EP equal to infinity. At point E, lower line segment is BE, divided by upper line segment is AE or EA. That is greater than 1 because EB is greater than AE. So fraction value is greater than 1, EP is greater than 1. At point D, DB is the lower line segment, AD is the upper line segment. D is the midpoint of the demand curve. So DB equal to AD. So DB by AD both are same. That is why fraction value comes to 1. At point C, EP equal to BC, lower line segment BC divided by upper line segment CA. Here BC is lesser than CA. So the fraction value is less than 1. EP less than 1. At point B, EP equal to lower line segment is nothing, that is 0, divided by upper line segment is AB. So 0 by AB is 0, EP equal to 0 here. According to the point method, likewise we can find elasticity of demand at various points on a straight line demand curve. We can get the elasticity, or we can find elasticity of demand at a particular point or in a nonlinear demand curve also. In case of nonlinear demand curve, we can measure elasticity of demand on a curve. Suppose the curve is DD. We can measure the nonlinear demand curve on a curve using a chosen point. My chosen point is R, where through the chosen point we have to draw one tangent, that is AB. Now, as per formula, according to the formula, at point R, the lower line segment by upper line segment, so BR divided by RA. If I put this likewise, as per point method, we can find elasticity of demand in case of curve also, or nonlinear demand curve also. So this is the point method, and the percentage method already we have discussed, that the delta Q by delta P into P by Q. Mainly for your exam, problem sums come from the percentage method. Point method and expenditure method is not allowed for the problem sums. Problem sums will come from the percentage method only, but you have to know for your knowledge point method and expenditure method. So students, up to this today's lesson. Thank you.